You know, the thing about Christmas movies is that we love them. We love to watch them. We love to debate them. And then we love to watch the same ones again and again, year after year, and occasionally even admit things to ourselves, like maybe Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1. Just saying. But things like that are gonna be addressed today because I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and we are going big. And when I say big, I mean we are counting down, we are ranking the 25 greatest Christmas movies ever made. And we're not doing it by some pretentious film school takes. No. We're going by the things that really matter. Nostalgia, rewatchability, fun, and just how much pure Christmas energy blasts off the screen at you. So get ready as we count down to number 1, the top 25 Christmas movies of all time. Pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, we got a long way to go before Christmas, so let's jump right into it at number 25 with 2006's The Santa Claus 3. Is it the GOAT? No. Is it chaotic, weird, charming, secretly a great background comfort Christmas movie? Absolutely it is. Tim Allen returns as Scott Calvin, SC, Santa Claus, but this time he goes head to head with the legendary Jack Frost, played by Martin Short, who gives a full-on Broadway performance in this movie, and it is a kind of a suburban Christmas movie that feels like you mixed It's a Wonderful Life into it somehow. It's basically It's a Wonderful Life story, as we get alternate timelines, a look at what happens if Scott was never Santa Claus at all, and you've got that Disney-esque Christmas aesthetic. It's flawed and frantic, but it feels like Christmas, and that's why it lands on this list at 25. Now at 24, we go way back to 1954 for the happiest Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye in White Christmas. This is sort of the grandparent of Christmas movies in a lot of ways. You've got the Bing Crosby, Rosemary Clooney. This is old Hollywood Christmas magic bottled up in Technicolor, singing, dancing, snow, costumes. It is classic, timeless, essential. It comes in at 24. At number 23 is 2004's Christmas with the Cranks. And this is actually based on a novel, and yes, this Christmas comedy has earned its place on this list. Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis decide to skip Christmas. That is the novel's name, and their entire neighborhood responds like they've personally offended Santa Claus, including Dan Aykroyd giving a great performance in this one. It's frantic and funny, suburban chaos energy with a lot of heart, but it does really capture the pressure, the expectation, and sort of the unspoken rules of Christmas that are both kind of great, but also sometimes ridiculous when you think about it. It's like your Christmas with a dose of like neighborhood warfare, kind of like The Burbs almost going on. I like this one a lot better than maybe a lot of people. I'll argue for it. It comes in at 23. Now at number 22 is another timeless classic, 1947's Miracle on 34th Street. Sometimes a movie survives because it is good. This one survives because it is important. Part sort of court drama, believe it or not, part Christmas parable, but all heart. It's the story of a little girl played by Natalie Wood who learns to believe again, and a department store Santa who might just actually be the real thing. It represents Christmas in its purest form. Optimism, wonder, faith in human goodness, and Natalie Wood's performance is still incredible to this day. This one will outlive us all, and thankfully so. It comes in at number 22. Now at number 21, we change the channel just a little bit to 1992's The Muppet Christmas Carol. Michael Caine giving a great, serious, completely straight performance in this one. He's like performing high-end Shakespeare against Muppets and giving it 110%. For that reason, it earns its spot here. But this movie is more than just a gimmick. It's emotional and funny. And it's beautifully scored. That's something a lot of people don't think about, but it's strangely it's moving. The Ghost of Christmas Future is still scary in this one. And let's be honest, it's one of the best, if not the best versions of this story ever filmed. It comes in at 21. Now at number 20, we go to 1994 for maybe the most underrated Christmas movie ever made. It is The Ref. If you haven't seen this one, let me enlighten you. Dennis Leary plays a burglar who takes a very dysfunctional family hostage, then instantly regrets his decision because they will not stop arguing long enough for him to even be scary. It's dark. It's a very dark comedy in a way, but it is hilarious and very honest. And basically, it's like Christmas Vacation if Clark and Ellen went through marriage counseling led by a angry thief. That's what you have here. It is a cult classic in my opinion and deserves way more attention. The Ref comes in at number 20. Now at number 19 is a personal favorite. It is 1988's Ernest Saves Christmas. I've been walking around here singing, "Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree," and I couldn't think of what it was from. And my daughter's like, "That's Ernest." And that's just how it gets into you. It's a goofy, earnest movie. Yes, it's also genuinely heartfelt, just like a lot of Ernest movies are at their heart. Jim Varney brings complete sincerity and total chaos with Ernest. All this was filmed in Orlando, Florida, around Disney World area, and he gets wrapped up in a mission to help Santa Claus pass the torch to the next generation of Santa Claus. It's silly, it's warm, extremely VHS-era Christmas coded. The exact thing that you watched on cable TV, maybe TBS in the 90s and recorded on a VHS tape. Wholesome, fun. It absolutely belongs here. Ernest Saves Christmas comes in at 19. Now, number 18 is one that a lot of people don't know. And if you don't know this one, jump on it real quick. It is 2018's The Christmas Chronicles. And this is Kurt Russell as Santa Claus. And I really shouldn't have to say anything besides that. Kurt Russell is the man. This is a modern Christmas classic, in my opinion, that works because Kurt Russell brings swagger, charm, coolness, heart, gravitas, everything that you could think of to the role of Santa Claus. The effects are great in the movie. The energy is high, and it understands the sort of perfect balance between like action and comedy and true Christmas meaning and Christmas warmth. If you start to watch this one, it will become a holiday staple for you that feels timeless, even though it's pretty new. Christmas Chronicles, check it out. It comes in at 18. Now, at number 17 is one that some of you are going to be surprised to see this low, but it is 1983's A Christmas Story. I know there's a lot of things. I just don't put this one up quite as high, but it is here because it is legendary. Leg lamp, Red Ryder BB gun, shoot your eye out, kid, icicle, tongue stuck to a pole, pink bunny suit, all that stuff. It's not just a movie. It's a cultural artifact at this point. Every frame of this film feels like you're looking through a snow-covered window into a nostalgic version of Americana, like that Norman Rockwell thing going on. And that is the reason that, along with another movie on this list, it airs usually 24 hours nonstop around Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. It's pretty rewatchable no matter how you feel about it. And everyone quotes this thing, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid." It had to be here. It comes in at 17. Now at number 16 is 2003's Bad Santa. Absolutely filthy but also absolutely heartfelt and one of the best dark comedies ever made. A great cast. You've got Billy Bob Thornton in here. You've got John Ritter in here. You got Bernie Mac in here. And Billy Bob Thornton delivers a performance that really should not work, but somehow it becomes a Christmas redemption arc for the ages. It's rude, it's crude, but absolutely brilliant as a film. And the ending of this thing hits way harder than you would expect it. It's not really for kids, no, but for an adult, it is a masterpiece. I love Bad Santa. It is ridiculous, but it has to be here. It comes in at 16. Now at number 15, we go back to 1996 for Jingle All the Way. Turbo Man. You've got peak 90s chaos here with Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of my all-time favorites, fighting through the city and everyone inside, including Sinbad, to get a Turbo Man doll or action figure. And he has the exact energy of the toy that he's chasing. And it is all of that feeling that we all grew up with back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s of having to have that one toy, whether it was He-Man, G.I. Joe, Teddy Ruxpin, Walkman, whatever it was, this was it. And so we all identify it with it, but it's loud, it's absurd. And honestly, the ending parade scene is kind of like a little topper of Christmas, Black Friday. It feels like this kind of mishmash in there, but it is absolutely a cult classic that just keeps aging better and better. Jingle All the Way cracks the top 15. Now at number 14, we go to 2000 for one of Nicolas Cage's best and most overlooked performances in his career with The Family Man. This is one of the best Christmas movies ever. And I get it. It's like A Christmas Carol and It's a Wonderful Life got put into a blender and mixed up, and this is what came out. But I mean, what more could you ask for a Christmas movie? And then you have Nicolas Cage giving an all-time performance, and it's so underrated, his performance in this movie. He's a Wall Street, shark who ends up waking up in suburbia, getting to live out the what if. So instead of George Bailey, what if I was never born? He gets to see the road not taken. What if I had chosen to be with this woman instead of pursuing my career? If he chose love over a career? It is absolutely an awesome look at what really matters in life. And stay tuned for at the very end of this movie, you get a little cameo from Robert Downey Jr.'s father, believe it or not. A all-star cast in this movie. So good. Just a great performance. I'm dying for a 4K of this one. The Family Man comes in at 14. Now at number 13, it's a perfect spot for this one. It's 2000's The Grinch, starring Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey didn't just play the Grinch in this movie. He became the Grinch in this movie. The movie's loud, silly, bright, visually wild, and over the top and colorful, yet filled with all of the heart of the original Grinch. Carrey's performance in this, to me, is legendary. The production design is out of this world. The costumes, the Danny Elfman score in this thing elevate it way up here. Kids love it. Adults love it. It's a modern classic. The Grinch is ubiquitous throughout our society and pop culture, and this movie is a big part of the reason it has continued to get bigger and bigger. It had to be here. It comes in at 13. Now at number 12, against my own judgment, I have 1992's Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Now, I could argue this is better than the original. It's bigger, it's louder, it's funnier, somehow feels more Christmassy. than the original because you've got New York City that becomes a Christmas playground in this movie. You got the Plaza Hotel, Duncan's Toy Chest, the Rockefeller Tree, Central Park in the snow, Kevin McAllister basically living the childhood dream of every kid who saw a giant toy store on TV. Magical, chaotic, impossible not to love. You have Tim Curry in here, Rob Schneider. This thing is absolute gold. I honestly, if I was taking objectivity out of it, would have this ranked above the original. I'm just going to say that. But I put it here at number 12 to please all of you and to try to keep my objective hat on. Now, at number 11, I'll just say that one good sequel deserves another. So we go to 2002's The Santa Claus 2. Now, this is another one for me that pushes the original, and this one has grown in popularity every single year. The Toy Santa subplot is bizarre and crazy cool at the same time, but the heart is real. The love story, it's really like a romantic comedy in a lot of ways. It gives you a lot of emotional weight that the first one didn't have. It looks great. It feels festive. We somehow still get more of Tim Allen as Santa Claus that feels like than we did in the first one. It has that early 2000s, that late Eisner era Disney warmth that we don't get anymore. The Santa Claus 2, I love watching it. It comes in at number 11. Now we're at our top 10, and what good is a top 10 without a little controversy? And this is where we're going to get controversial because I have 2022's Violent Night at number 10. That's right, a Christmas action movie. No, it's not horror. It's an action movie. And who knew we needed Santa Claus as an action hero? This guy, because I love it, and my son and I saw this at the movie theater 3 times because it is awesome. David Harbour brings grit, humor, a realism, but also a tenderness, like a genuinely, like you care about this Santa Claus and his feelings and all that stuff. And the movie really does mix Home Alone and Die Hard 100%. It's like Die Hard with Santa Claus, and you get the Home Alone traps, and then it sprinkles in some Christmas Vacation vibes with the dysfunctional family and Beverly D'Angelo herself, cast purposely for that reason, and a super cool Viking mythology to Santa, to his origins that absolutely rules. A little bit of info from a former history teacher. You do know that Santa Claus was based on a real person and all that kind of stuff, right? There was a saint that was sainted, lots of different backgrounds. They pulled from the one where he is a Viking. Very, very cool. I love it. I would love to see a whole movie based on that. It's an instant cult classic, instant Christmas staple, in my opinion, and just rocketed up to the top 10. Violent Night comes in at number 10. All right, at number 9, we have 2003's Elf. Will Ferrell's finest hour, maybe, as an actor is in tight yellow tights. I did a super cool 10 facts you never knew about Elf video, and there's a funny story about the tights, but this movie shouldn't work. Tights regardless. It's too sweet, it's too earnest, too goofy, but it does work, and it's because Will Ferrell and because Jon Favreau. You've got Buddy the Elf, who is basically a Christmas ambassador this whole movie, and he walks through the candy cane forest and then through the Lincoln Tunnel, and the thing is comedic and emotional, and it does not have an ounce of cynicism, which I absolutely love. James Caan does great in this movie as well. Zooey Deschanel also. Everything is just perfect. You've got Jon Favreau making this thing purposely feel and look like a Rankin Bass Rudolph special, a modern classic that earned its place instantly. Elf comes in at number 9. Now at number 8, here we go with a little more controversy, but it's only controversial if you haven't seen it. And it's 2017's Daddy's Home 2. Yes, This is a great movie. My daughter will fight you if you argue it. And Mel Gibson and John Lithgow steal the show in a movie that also has Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell, and John Cena. They're almost like afterthoughts. But what you get here is this Christmas family comedy that's very relevant to today with a blended family situation going on. This thing is part Christmas Vacation, part Home Alone, chaotic and warm. But you also get that real thing of Gen X and Boomer and Gen Z and Millennial all under one roof, and the differences that brings and all that kind of stuff, and outlooks on things and how they mismatch and all that kind of stuff. It is all Christmas craziness locked in a snowy cabin perfection. We love it. Can't get enough. It's endlessly rewatchable. Mel Gibson steals the show in this, but Daddy's Home 2 checks in at number 8. Now at number 7, it's the only horror that makes this list, because the horror films have their own rankings list that I've done. But this is 1984's Gremlins. This transcends genres. This is Christmas horror meets Spielbergian wonder, and Steven Spielberg is my favorite director all time. The music, the snow, the vibes, the department store finale, all the Christmas stuff, Phoebe Cates' monologue that traumatized an entire generation, shout outs to Indiana Jones if you look for them. Just, It's a Wonderful Life is all in there. This is just one of the most unique Christmas films ever made. It feels like Christmas in every single way, just maybe a slightly dangerous and a little creepy version of it. All those Amblin vibes underneath. Gremlins comes in at number 7. Now at number 6 is 1988's Scrooged. Bill Murray in this is at his absolute peak, with Richard Donner directing this. Another one of my favorite all-time directors. Richard Donner, can't go wrong. This thing is dark, stylish, and it is just a cool 80s take on A Christmas Carol. Funny, weird, cynical, that turns heartfelt, and somehow all of it works. The Ghost of Christmas Future is creepy in this thing. Karen Allen in here is incredible. And the finale speech that was mostly ad-libbed by Bill Murray is one of his best moments ever. I am a huge Bill Murray fan, and this is a top tier Christmas movie. I'll fight anyone on it. Scrooged, as he says in the movie, comes in at number 6. All right, at number 5, here we go again for 1988's Die Hard. Yes, it is a Christmas movie. Not only that, it is one of the best Christmas movies. Office Christmas Party, Run DMC's Christmas in Hollis, thematic redemption, Christmas decorations, Christmas trees all through the thing, Christmas references. It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of miracles. Be of good cheer. It is all throughout here. The mise-en-scène is there, Jason Alme. This is Die Hard. It is Christmas. It is a man trying to reconnect with his family during the Christmas holidays while fighting terrorists. It has Christmas all over it. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Deal with it. Die Hard comes in at number 5. Now at number 4, we go to 1990's Home Alone. It's the blueprint, and that's why it's above part 2. John Williams, Chris Columbus, John Hughes, Macaulay Culkin, iconic traps, and one of the most genuinely moving Christmas messages in any film. You got John Candy helping make this happen, doing a cameo where he worked 23 straight hours for $414. as a favor because he was a good man and a good actor, and he elevated the film that much more. The old church scene, old man Marley, Kate McAllister racing home, the hug at the end, the snowy wave. They actually waited on snow for part of those things. The Wet Bandits. This movie defined Christmas for an entire generation. You can't have a list like this without Home Alone. It checks in at number 4. And you're like, that's number 4. What are the top 3? Well, they're coming. And at number 3 is 1994's The Santa Claus. Peak 90s Christmas aesthetic, early 90s. North Pole, the elves, music, the snow, the transformation scenes, the emotional arc, the whole divorced dad becomes Santa, reconnects with his son. That still hits hard. For late Gen Xers and millennials, this movie is Christmas. This is their version of Santa Claus. And there's a lot of other movies that could be on this list. Santa Claus, the movie, is one of the best Christmas movies ever. I couldn't squeeze it in. I could argue Black Christmas should be here. There's lots of Christmas movies, but one that cannot be left on this list, off this list, needs to be recognized this high, is The Santa Claus. It has Christmas DNA all over it. It comes in at number 3. And yes, I have a little bit of nostalgia for it because my dad took me to see it. Now at number 2 and number 1 are hard for me. And the only reason that number 2 is number 2 and not number 1 is because it wasn't originally intended to be a Christmas-focused movie. So sitting at number 2 is 1946's It's a Wonderful Life. But emotionally, it might not have been intended to be specifically a Christmas movie, but emotionally, thematically, spiritually, it is the greatest Christmas feeling movie ever made. George Bailey's Despair, Clarence the Angel, snowy streets, the final scene. This movie literally saves people. It is a miracle on celluloid, brought to you by Frank Capra, another one of my top 10 directors of all time. It is incredible. There's no words for It's a Wonderful Life. It comes in at number 2. And at number 1, you might have guessed it, it's 1989's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This is it. The most rewatchable, the funniest, the most quotable, the most chaotic, the most true to life Christmas movie ever made. Every family has a Clark. I might be it for mine. Every Christmas has a meltdown. Every house has that one strand of lights that refuses to work. The cast is perfect. The jokes are timeless. The spirit is real. It doesn't just capture Christmas, it captures us. This is the king of Christmas movies. You can't see the line, can you, Russ? You got a couple hundred more bulbs to check. Happiest Christmas. Holy, where's the Tylenol? They're infinitely, if that thing had 9 lives, she just spent them all. This thing is perfect. Bingo. Christmas Vacation comes in at number 1. So there you have it. The 25 greatest Christmas movies of all time ranked. Now, like I said, there's others. Santa Claus, the movie, is a really good Christmas movie. Prancer is a really good Christmas movie. And I want you to be aware I am coming out with another list of overlooked and underappreciated Christmas movies. So if you didn't find it here, just wait. It might be there. But at the top 25, I think these stand alone. And that's what I got for you this time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to help support the channel a little more, you can join my Patreon. The link is below. Get your name in lights on every video, behind the scenes looks at my filmmaking, special members only videos, and so much more. And everything goes back into the channel, and I really do appreciate it. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. I know.